Did you know that the reason your manifestations are blocked is not a lack of effort, but the fact that you're resisting the very energy of the universe? It may be difficult to believe, but that's exactly what's happening. What you've been doing, what you've been focusing on, is actually preventing what you desire. And the worst part is, you don't even realize it. You're working so hard to achieve your goals, yet unknowingly, you're creating resistance. Are you focusing on what truly matters? Or are you simply trying to control something that cannot be controlled? And what if the only thing you need to do is stop fighting? Align with the natural flow of the universe and allow it to work in your favor. For a long time, we've been taught that the key to manifestation is simply thinking positively. We believed that if we focused solely on what we want, if we constantly visualized our dreams, everything would unfold magically. But what if I told you that most of the time, this excessive focus on positivity could actually be what's blocking you? The truth is, manifestation is not just about desiring something with all your might. It's not about thinking or wanting something to the point of exhaustion. It's about understanding that there are universal laws at play that don't necessarily align with simple desire. And more importantly, you are not alone in this process. Everyone who's ever manifested something significant in their life had to learn this the hard way. Because deep down, what many didn't tell you is that by focusing exclusively on the desire, you begin to ignore the signs the universe is sending you. And these signs, these subtle divine nudges, are essential to truly aligning with what you want. Now, imagine a river flowing with all its might. If you keep trying to hold back the water, push it in the wrong direction, or prevent its natural flow, what happens? It starts to build up, to get blocked, and you'll never reach the destination you desire. This is exactly what happens with your manifestations too. When you don't truly understand how the universe works, everything can seem like a big mystery. You start to question yourself. What am I doing wrong? Why are my manifestations still blocked? Why so much effort with no results? And doubt begins to take over. The thing is, often it's this very doubt, this anxiety, that creates an invisible resistance. A vibrational resistance that prevents the flow of your manifestations. Did you know that? This obsession with a result, this sense of urgency to see things happen, ends up being the very block. It's almost as if, instead of allowing, you're forcing, contracting, holding the energy that should be flowing freely. Imagine that the universe is trying to deliver something to you, but when you're in this state of resistance, it can't. It's like you're constantly blocking the delivery, asking for the gift, but keeping your hand closed. And the more you try to control, the further away your desires seem. Have you ever stopped to think that by holding on too tightly, by expecting everything to happen right away, you're actually in the exact opposite place of where you need to be for things to materialize? What you resist persists. What you allow flows. But to allow, you need to learn to let go. Now imagine you begin to understand the secret. Manifestation isn't about constant effort or control. It's about allowing the flow of the universe to happen without resistance, without control, without rushing. But how do you do that? How do you truly learn to let go, trust, and allow things to manifest naturally? Have you heard of the law of allowance? It's simple, yet powerful. Instead of fighting against what you desire, you begin to open up to the possibility that it's already in motion. What you need to do is make space for the universe to act. Allow it to deliver what you've asked for. What you resist persists. What you allow flows. This shift in mindset is more than just a change of thought. It's a shift in frequency. When you allow, when you let go, you align yourself with the energy of the universe, and then manifestations begin to flow more easily, more naturally. It's no longer about effort. It's about alignment. But that doesn't mean you should just wait around doing nothing. What you can do is practice surrender and trust. You can start with simple things like meditation, journaling, or even conscious surrender. A space where you allow yourself to just be, without pressure, without anxiety. These small acts of trust can begin to create the opening you need for the flow to happen. Now, if you've felt this, if you feel like you've been fighting against the flow, or if you've ever gone through moments when you had to learn to let go, share your experience in the comments. Let me know how you've been working on trusting the process more. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more insights that could transform your journey. Now that you know the key to your manifestations isn't control, but allowance, I want you to realize something even deeper. Perhaps what you truly need to do is simply step out of the way. Yes, you heard that right. The universe has everything you need, but it can't deliver if you keep trying to control every detail. Perhaps all you need to do is stop fighting. Stop clinging to the expectation of how things should unfold. Let the universe do its work. It's difficult, I know. When we're so invested in our desires, it's natural to want to see immediate results. But the truth is, the universe has its own rhythm, and by trying to rush or control, you end up creating more blocks. When you step out of the way, when you truly surrender and trust, it's as if everything around you starts to align perfectly. Manifestation begins to flow effortlessly, and you start to realize that what you've wanted so much was already there, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. The time you spent trying to force what wasn't happening is now replaced by the peace of trust, the lightness of simply being. You will start to feel a quiet, inner knowing that everything is already on its way, that you don't need to chase or struggle anymore. Sometimes, the greatest act of strength is to let go, to release the hold we think we need to have over every moment. And in that release, something extraordinary happens. Life begins to unfold with ease, and you begin to witness the magic of the universe at work. So I ask you, how do you feel now? What blocks are you willing to let go of to allow the universe to work in your favor? Are you ready to release control and allow yourself to live the life you truly desire, without rushing and without fear? Now that you understand the power of allowance and the flow of the universe, It's time to reflect. What will you do with this new perspective? How will you allow yourself to trust more in the process and make space for what the universe has to offer? Will you continue to fight, or will you surrender to the beauty of life unfolding exactly as it's meant to? True transformation begins within you. It's not just about the things you want, but about how you align yourself with the energy of life. The first step is trust, and then comes the action of surrendering to the flow. And manifestation becomes a natural, effortless, and fluid process. When you align with this flow, everything starts to fall into place effortlessly, as if the universe is gently guiding you home. So, what will you choose now? Are you ready to release control and allow the magic to happen? Are you willing to open yourself up to the possibility that everything you've ever desired is already on its way, just waiting for you to let go and trust? Every step you take towards letting go, towards allowing, brings you closer to the life you desire. And remember, the universe is always conspiring in your favor, waiting patiently for you to align with it. It's not about forcing the outcome. It's about trusting the process and knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. You are exactly where you need to be, and the universe is right there with you.